Can you imagine being in slavery, born in slavery, and living a life where you are in constant servitude, where people are always telling you what to do? They tell you when to wake up, they tell you what to do, they tell you how to do it, they tell you when to lay down, they tell you what you can eat, and you live this life for the majority of your adult life. And then, out of nowhere, you hear about this guy called Moses. And Moses goes in and he begins to talk to Pharaoh, your boss, about freeing you. And you're not big enough, important enough to be in the closed door meetings, but the CNN of your life reports out to you what happened every day. So you watch, you would see Noah and Noah go and Aaron go in to the court of Pharaoh. And then you would see them be there, and then while you're making bricks, you would be looking, and then you would see them leave. And then you would wait for the evening where the rumor mill would tell you what went down. And you would hear, Moses said, let my people go. And what did Pharaoh say? Pharaoh said, I wish I would. Did he kill Moses? No, man. In fact, man, Moses was so bold, man, he threw down a stick. What? In Pharaoh's court? Yeah. What happened with the stick? Man, the stick, you ain't gonna believe this. It changed into a snake. What? A snake? Man, my boy's in there, he saw it. You lying? No, man. I'm telling you, it turned to a snake. A real snake? A real snake. Come on. Man, I know Pharaoh was tripping. No. What do you mean no? Man, Pharaoh looked at the snake, clapped his hands. And then his magicians came in. What? And they threw down their snake, two sticks. And you ain't gonna believe this. What happened? Man, those two sticks turned the snake. Man, that's some spooky stuff. I don't want to be a part of none of that. So Pharaoh got two and Moses got one. Yeah. Well, what happened? Man, Moses' snake went and ate the other two snakes. You lying. Yeah. Then what happened? Man, Moses picked up a stick, the snake, it became a stick again. And you remember when you saw Moses leave at 4 o'clock? You remember? I was like, yeah, I remember I saw. That's right what happened. He just walked right out. Yeah. What's happened? What'd they say? Oh, they're gonna have another meeting tomorrow. Caleb is making bricks. And he watches this, and then he watches plagues start happening. He watched locusts come. He watched water turn into blood. He watched lice happen. He watched flies happen. He watches frogs happen. And he's like, man, what is going on? And then one day Moses comes through. He said, listen, tonight is Passover. Everybody go inside your house. Don't come out till I tell you. Caleb like, what's Passover? Go inside your house. The death angel is coming. And Moses said that if you are inside your house and you have the blood of an unblemished lamb, find your unblemished lamb. Caleb like, man, I got to find this unblemished lamb. So because now he couldn't get to it till after work. But as soon as work was over, he found the lamb, killed the lamb, put the blood over the door, went inside, closed the door. Then Moses even told them what to eat that night. So they got bitter herbs and unleavened bread. And Caleb's sitting there, and he starts hearing people scream, ah! Who was that? Who was that? It sounded like it was a Smith's house. You think so? You gonna go check? No, I ain't going out there. So, and he sits at home all night. The morning comes. He opens the door, and then people begin to gather. And they gather not to report the deaths, but they gather to say, we're free. We're free. What do you mean we're free? Man, listen, Pharaoh said, get out of here. Get out of where? Get out of Egypt. When? Today? Today. We leave today. Gather up the stuff. Now, and one of his homeboys said, hey, baby, but before you go, he said, man, go down the street to the Egyptian house and ask them for some of that gold. He said, man, they said they giving up everything. Man, you go down to Fifth Street, man, they giving up everything. I saw people walk around with necklaces and stuff, baby. You got to go. I'm listening, man. We finna blow up. I'm telling you, man. God, look, that dude Moses, that's a bad boy. Not only are we free now, but man, we gonna get some stuff. Go get your stuff, Caleb. So Caleb goes, gets his stuff, gets his family. Then they cross. They go to the Red Sea. They look back. They see the army coming. They're like, oh man. Moses stands before them, sticks out the staff. The sea opens up. Caleb is like, what in the world is this? Wind blows, the land dries. They walk through. Can you imagine? And Caleb's like, what is happening in this place? This dude is incredible. And literally they go through it. And then Pharaoh's army walks in, and they're now in the middle of the sea. Pharaoh's army is there. And Moses is chilling. Yes. Caleb's like, man, what we doing? Moses is chilling. Listen, the pillar of fire stops and then goes from in front of the Israelites to behind the Israelites and blocks Pharaoh's army. The cloud goes back and it covers them, and now they're in darkness. So the light is shining forward so we can see where to go. But behind us is pitch black. So, and Moses is like, keep going. So we go to the other side. The waters recede. The entire army is blown. And Caleb's like, man, that's a bad man. And now 2 million people who have never been freed before are free. 2 million people who've never seen the other side of the Red Sea, now on the other side of the Red Sea. And they following this bad man named Moses. And he's like, man, and I know Caleb's like, I can't believe I'm so lucky that I'm a part of this. I'm a grown man. I got my family. Man, we free. They walk. They go by Mount Sinai for a couple of days. And then God tells them to leave there. They leave. And they walk within a few days' journey. And Moses says, okay, this is the promised land. This is where God told us. We're going to camp here tonight. We're going to camp here for 40 days. I need every tribe to find somebody to go spy the land. Every tribe find one man. I need y'all to assign one man to go and spy the land. I need every tribe find one dude. Yeah, let me know in an hour. So you got a family meeting. So the tribe of Judah gets together, and they sitting around and like, well, who gonna go? And Bill with his slow self talking about, I'm gonna go. Yeah, ain't nobody want, but Bill, you so overweight. How you ain't gonna be able to do nothing? John talking about he ready to go, but he got a limp. Barry talking about he can do it, but he always distracted. He'd be walking around. Next thing you know, he'd be looking at butterflies or something, some stupid stuff. So we had a vote, and in the vote, you know who they picked? Caleb. So out of the tribe of Judah, Caleb's the man. So then the 12 men meet with Moses for the spy meeting. And they had a spy meeting, and Moses says, the Lord told me, this is the promised land. He said, it's truly a land filled with milk and honey. He said, but I want you to go up to this mountain and go down to this valley. I want you to see, check the land out, check the people out, do what you got to do. He says, you got 40 days. Come back in 40 days. And he said, now in 40 days, bring back proof of what you see. So now 12 tribes go out. And some are going up and around, and for 40 days, they're going in. So can you imagine? Caleb is like, oh my God. Look at these grapes. Look at this fruit. Look at this land. Oh my God. And for 40 days, he was walking around like, man, I can't believe this. Man. That's so good. 40 days, look at this. And he finds out, hey, I need you to come here. Because they saw some guys, but Caleb like, He can handle that. And he says, okay, listen, help me get these grapes out of here. So after 40 days, they report back. And Caleb and his boy walk up, and they got these big old grapes, big old vines. And then they had a spy meeting. Now, and so spy meeting, that brings us to Numbers 13. So they said, so they told him, and he said, and look, Caleb said this, he said, we think, we went to the land where you sent us, and it truly flows with milk and honey. That was the first level of report. Man, just like you told us, man, it's a good spot. And this is its fruit. And then they brought the fruit. And the other people are strong. Cities are fortified, very large. Yeah, we saw that. And then somebody said, yeah, but we saw that the descendants of Anak there. And I counted them. They were the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Amorites. They all dwell in the mountains. And the Canaanites are over by the sea. Caleb like, So now, if you're going to be different, one of the things you got to learn how to do is you got to disassociate your experience from your emotions. Because a lot of times God opens up a door for you. And he says, go tell me, he says, go judge the land. He doesn't say, go tell me whether you can do it or not. Because I never asked you to do it. Just tell me what you're working with. But a lot of times what we see brings about emotions. And so what you say is, you look at it, you say, that's really hard. That's going to be difficult. Man, Dr. Moody, that's a big screen. How are we going to plan that every week? That's hard. So we're going to work with people online. Man, that's a lot of work. So you have to dissociate what you see sometimes from your emotions. I'm making sense. Sometimes it's what impairs me from moving forward is the emotions that I allow to get involved. That is real, Dr. Sometimes you got to look. Sometimes you got to get into it. Now, and this is interesting, because some people don't like this. I found this is how God works with me, and it's really how God works with us. Sometimes we just got to get into it, which means you got to say, we're going to build the stage. How much is it going to be to start? Oh, approximately maybe $15K. All right. But that wasn't including the covering on the floor. But now you're going to open it up now. So now you got to buy the covering. Okay. So that's another X amount of thousands of dollars. Well, that don't include the staircase. What? So no, that was just a box. You got to have steps. Oh man, how much are the steps? Oh, about a couple of $1,000s a piece. What? Well, are you gonna climb on top of the stage? Okay. Now you got to put rails. Why rails? Because the building code, so you got to have rails. Well, can we get regular rails? Sure, you can, but they're gonna make your thing look cheap. So you might want to get some rails to match the style and the flow. Well, ask First Lady what kind of rails she wants. Ooh, these kind of nice. Oh, those kind. Truly the land flows with milk and honey. Am I making sense to somebody? But the question is this: do you see the problem, or do you see the promise? And you're not different when you see the problem. You look at everything and you start saying, listen, I want to give you some juice. I'm going to need a glass. We're going to need some ice. I got to get up. I got to go all the way to the refrigerator. I got to open it up the refrigerator, open up the juice, pour it, put the top back on, put it back, close the door, walk out. That's what you really want? And it's like, I didn't ask you for the details. I just wanted some juice. And the problems, listen, the promise of the juice is worth the problems that it takes to produce it. Am I making sense? Different people see life through the prism of promise. Most people see life through the prism of problems. Hey, you want to become a supervisor? Oh, no. Dealing with people, responsibility. You going to be coming to me when they ain't doing something right? I don't want to do all that. Oh, so you're saying that the problems that come with promotion, you refuse to adopt. Am I making sense? So different people say, we in it now. All right, let's go. Am I making sense? See, sometimes with God, I found this out. Sometimes with God, you got to jump in. And once you're in, you say, well, at this point, I'm out here now. I was hanging out with some friends doing some stupid stuff one time. And we were on the lake and we were jet skiing, doing some stupid stuff. And so jet skiing and just being stupid. I was unsaved, just being stupid. And driving along in Lake Travis and going way too fast, doing way too quick turns, doing dumb stuff. And you know how you turn real fast and then you can get caught and then it throws you off? So it threw me off. And then it threw me off. It was so hard that you kind of skip like a rock. So in my skipping, because I young, stupid, didn't have my life jacket on tight, just had it on. So it came off. You know, so skip. And then, because that's in my skinny days, my swim trunks, skip. They came off. So now I'm in the middle of Lake Travis. This is the true story. I have life jacket way over there, jet ski way over there, and swim trunks way over there. And you come up now you're in the middle of the lake, so now it's a matter of, you got to make a choice. because nobody's coming to get you. The boat ain't coming around fast enough because you jet skiing. So you got to make it somewhere. And there is no bottom that you can just touch and start walking into something. So then I was like, okay, I got to figure out now. And I literally, I was, you know how I'm treading water, and I'm trying to decide, okay, is it swim trunks, life jacket, or jet ski? Because I'm far enough from them all that I gotta make a call to get to one first. And if I make the wrong decision, I don't know if I'm gonna cramp up. I don't know what's gonna happen. Am I making sense? And so I sat there and I was like, okay, I gotta figure this out, because I could swim to the jet ski, but then I'm gonna go back to land bucket naked. I could swim to my swim trunks and put them on, but then I might get tired, because then I have my swim trunks on, but then I gotta even then make a decision. Do I go for the jet ski? So do they find me naked, dead? Or do they find me dead with swim trunks on? Because you start to panic. You're like, man, I'm out here. Am I making sense to somebody? But here's the problem, saints of God. I was out there now. So I had to make a decision. Sometimes with God, when you're out there, now you say, I got to make a decision. So somebody got, well, what did you decide? How did you end this story? I decided to go for the life jacket. Why? Because once I got the life jacket, then I could float and rest, and then I could swim over to the trunks. So it was life jacket, put it on, rest, and look like I'm chilling in the water. You good, y'all? Oh, good. Good. Just chilling, baby. Y'all, go ahead. I got it. Then to the trunks, put them on. Then, sometimes with God, you out there, but you didn't even know you had the ability to swim that good until you was out there. Go and tell me what you see as the promise. Don't come back reporting all the problems. Is the land flowing with milk and honey? Just assess. Are they fortified or not? I didn't ask you to tell me what the giants were. There was nothing in my survey that asked about giants. But now you talk about giants and genealogy, the descendants of Anak. Now, man, shoot. I mean, it's bad. It's tough. It's tough. Some of y'all won't start businesses because of the problems. I won't go to school because I might flunk out. Well, you will never graduate from the program that you've never been admitted to. And you will never be admitted until you fill out the application. So stop thinking about, well, what if they turn me down? They won't have to turn you down if you never turn in the application. That's a guarantee you'll never graduate. Am I making sense? So now, I see I'm already in somebody's world.
Thank you for worshiping with us today. If you liked this message, you can find the rest at cmllcstore.com. We invite you to join us again for our extraordinary worship services every Sunday at 10:30 a.m., Sundays at 4 p.m., and Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Central, where Dr. Moody teaches how to understand the Bible, and you can get all your biblical questions answered. We look forward to connecting with you. We ask that you subscribe to The Rock ATX on YouTube and follow The Rock ATX on Facebook and Instagram to stay connected to all The Rock is doing. You can also get connected on our website at therockatx.org. Again, thank you for worshiping with us, and be blessed.